If ever there was a theme this week, it would be toys coming to life. Toy Story 4, Child's Play, remake, or reboot, whatever. What have they done to Chucky's face? That reoccurring dream of my toy Street Sharks coming to life and eating me alive as a kid. Oh, wait. So I figured, why not pick a film that blends elements of both Toy Story and Child's Play, and is a film that is firmly ingrained in my childhood memories. That's right, we're taking a look at Small Soldiers, the only film to use a Spice Girls song appropriately as a form of torture. So if you had questions like, what techniques did they use to bring the toys to life? What connection to Marvel does this film have? And seriously, what have they done to his face? I mean, it doesn't look horrifying or anything, it just looks like he's had some sort of stroke. Anyway, we've got the answers for you, except that last one. Number 1. So, Small Soldiers is a film that was released way back in 1998 and directed by Joe Dante.
Small Soldiers. You'd have to be crazy not to be scared.
The film was originally set to be, quote, an edgy picture for teenagers, but once sponsors got involved with the movie, director Joe Dante was asked if he could, quote, soften it up as a kiddies movie. In the end, the film had elements of both, though a lot of the explosions in the movie were pulled right before release. Although back in 1998, the film came across as a science fiction fantasy. Now though, in 2019, the film has changed and feels more like a satire on modern technology, much like a Black Mirror episode. Number 2. A video game based off the film was created for the original PlayStation 1 and Game Boy and was simply called Small Soldiers. The game was developed by DreamWorks Interactive and released by EA, everybody's favourite video game company. The game is set in the fantasy worlds where the Commando Elite are trying to destroy the Gorgonites and their home. The game had 2 main modes, single player and multiplayer. In single player, players are equipped with a rapid fire crossbow which can receive new ammo types which has various accuracies and strengths. Players can rescue fellow Gorgonites who will attack nearby Commando Elites. In multiplayer mode, players can play as either the Gorgonite leader Archer or the Commando Elite platoon leader Chip Hazard. The gameplay is the same as single player, only without allies and enemies. Ooh, it's number 3. The original promotional artwork featured Chip Hazard pointing a gun sideways at the viewer. The artwork was altered, removing the gun so Chip Hazard appears to be reaching out instead. The original unaltered artwork appears in the movie as a store display, and it was later used for the home video cover. It's number 4. Burger King agreed to market the film with the kids' meals, releasing a line of meal toys related to the film, before it was rated PG-13. I got 5 on it. Oh, copyright strike. Stan Winston's company was responsible for creating the toys in the movie. Stan Winston and his team met with toy experts Hasbro to better understand how toys work in order to give the toys in the film a more realistic feel. To fully bring these toys to life on the big screen, the effects team used a combination of blue screen, CGI and puppets. The team responsible for operating the puppets had a particular challenging job, as they had to sell the idea that these toys were alive and interacting with the actors while also still being toys. It's number 6. The director Joe Dante originally wanted the cast of Predator to voice the Commando Elite. Arnold Schwarzenegger would voice Chip Hazard, Shane Black would voice Kip Killigan, Carl Weathers would voice Butch, Jesse Ventura would voice Brick, Sonny Landham would voice Nick Nitro, and Bill Duke would voice Link Static. I gotta say, I fucking love this idea and I wish it had been a thing. Get to the chopper! Sorry. Moving on. Number 7, baby. Number 7. Throughout this film, there are many references to other films. Some examples include the vehicles that the Commandos create are heavily influenced by the vehicles from the Mad Max films. The piranha next to Alan's computer is a reference to the movie Piranha, released in 1978 and directed by this movie's director Joe Dante. The Gorgonites were strongly influenced by the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe franchise. Nick Nitro's design resembles the character of Wes from The Road Warrior. The music being played during the scene where they turn the Gwendy dolls into soldiers is the theme music from Bride of Frankenstein. Erwin tells Larry that he was given the computer password Gizmo, a reference to Gremlins and Gremlins 2, also directed by Joe Dante. A Gizmo toy is later seen in the dumpster with the Gorgonites. A skull of a gremlin can also be seen on Alan's desk. When Chip Hazard addresses his troops and appears in front of the large American flag, it's a nod to the opening of Patton, released in 1970. The music in that scene was written by Jerry Goldsmith, who also scored that film. When the Commando Elite are trying to get Archer to reveal where the Gorgonites are, Major Chip Hazard says, "We have ways of making you talk." Oh god, that was a terrible impression. This was also said by Sid in Toy Story, which was also about toys coming to life. You wanna know a secret? It's number 8. A book of the film titled Small Soldiers Top Secret Dossier from the Files of Owen Wayfair was published by Puffin Books and was the character of Wayfair's, played by David Cross, private journal, which gave an insight into what went wrong at Heartland Play Systems. It exposed company secrets and highly classified inter-office memos and revealed where the Gorgonites actually came from and blueprints of the Commando Elite's vehicles. Good heavens, number 9. Hey, who doesn't love some Marvel connections, right? And this film has some in the form of Kirsten Dunst, who played Mary Jane Watson in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. And if you really wanted to stretch, then Gregory Smith, who plays Alan in this film, starred opposite Emily Van Camp and Chris Pratt in Everwood. Chris Pratt is of course Star-Lord in the Guardians films and other Marvel movies, and Van Camp plays Sharon Carter in the MCU. There you go, you just can't get away from Marvel.
I say, old chap, it's number 10.
The film received mixed reviews from critics. Based on 44 reviews, the film has a score of just 48% on Rotten Tomatoes, with an average rating of 6.2 out of 10. In the end, the film grossed $71.1 million on a $40 million budget. That's well, that's not great, but hey, I still love it. That counts for something, right? Right? Well, there you go, 10 facts about Small Bloody Soldiers. So, do you remember this film? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this, then why not check out our other Film Facts videos? Or if you want to help support us or just want to keep up with our latest videos, then please consider subscribing and hitting that bell thingy to stay up to date with us. And of course, any likes or shares on this video really helps us out a lot. Well, thanks for watching, guys.